Hello, hello, it's Tash and Ro.
Welcome to or welcome back to
It's Saturday,
your personal self-care pod where you can escape the work week and unwind with your two besties.
No matter what day of the week it is, but for us,
It's Saturday.
Okay,
Right.
we're here with no guest.
We're here by ourselves.
It's just us. We had to reschedule. Should happen sometimes. We're flexible, so hopefully our guest will be here next week.
Yeah, next week, guys. Things happen. That's fine.
Yeah.
We have so much to talk about that I'm
We
not even worried.
we always have stuff to talk about.
Yes.
Let's start with No Spend November Black Friday.
Oh my God.
What have you bought so far?
Okay, so first I was like, I really needed a new bra. I feel like I can't remember the last time I bought a bra. We talked about this last time.
Yeah, I know.
So I pulled the trigger and bought some Skims because they were having their biannual sale, which I was like, if I don't buy it now, see
Never.
you later.
Yeah.
Like,
And you bought like real bras.
Yes.
Like with the wire.
so I bought one wired bra that's like their everyday bra. It's like their t-shirt bra. And then I
Okay.
bought one that's like not wired. And then I got one that's kind of like more of a sports bra. So I got
Okay.
like all the varieties.
I love that.
Yeah. And they were like half off, which I was like, you know what?
Yeah. No, you actually influenced me. You sent me a snap of like your cart and then I was like, oh, that deal was really good. It was like half off. I'm
Literally
like,
it was half off.
and I've been meaning to like try out Skims, but because it is pretty expensive, I was like, I can't pay $100 for a bra or for anything they have. It's just really expensive. So then I was looking around and I got a bralette, I got a dress, and I'm actually going to try like some of the shapewear.
Which you don't need, but like
I just want to see what it does.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. I'm just so curious. And it was half off and I was like, screw it. I would literally never buy this full price. And I just want to try it. I just want to see.
you know what's funny? When I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy some Skims. So I go on TikTok because that's where I go to see like reviews.
Yeah.
Every single review, and I don't know if she just paid a bunch of like micro influencers.
Yeah.
Every single review was like, this is the best bra I've ever worn.
Wow.
This is the best material. Like I did not find a single bad review.
True.
So I was like, you know what?
I kind of have regrets not buying a real bra. So maybe they'll have some Cyber Monday stuff when I get home because it's Monday today. Maybe I will
Ooh.
find some other stuff.
That's the thing with Black Friday. It used to be like this one day thing, but now it's like the week leading up to it, the week after.
No, I actually, when was I working? I was working. Oh, I guess it was Friday. Friday, I brought my laptop to work because during intermissions, like sometimes it's not that busy if you're in the dining room. And again, I was influenced because Shauna was purchasing stuff from Dynamite and it was 30% off, which some people were like, oh, it's not that good. It's only 30. I'm like, man, I feel like that's still pretty good. Like for their prices already. So I bought a bunch of stuff from Dynamite as well.
Cute.
Everyone's just influencing me from what I'm purchasing.
Yes. And like Sephora had they had like a daily sale where specific brands were on sale for specific days. So I did some like just restock things there.
Yeah, I did some Christmas shopping, so I can't talk about that because people listen to the pod. So I got some of your gifts if you're listening.
I also got some, Wayfair was having some sales too. So I got a new rug because our rug for this room is too small. We find it like moves around a lot. So we literally bought the same rug, but just bigger, and it was half off. So I feel like like Black Friday can be good if you just know what you're getting and kind of go into it with that mindset versus just like whatever, you just buy a bunch of like random stuff, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I feel like that's what I did.
Yeah. No, but you needed like bras and stuff.
Yeah, I got this really cute white dress with like a little bit of a black trim. It's very chic looking. I just feel like it'll be a good dress for Europe next summer. Yes. Yeah, I'm
So
excited.
fun.
I'm really excited to try on their stuff.
I'm so excited.
I hope it comes soon.
What else did we get up to? Saturday we did some wedding planning.
Oh my gosh, Saturday was so nice. Romina came over. We had a little charcuterie board, popped a little bubbly.
Yes.
Because I feel like, I don't know, we're like doing exciting stuff. So I was like, I wanted to pop some champagne. So I got this rosé prosecco. We pretty much like figured out some stuff for the bridal shower, bachelorette. And I think that was it.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't really touch on
On the wedding?
On the wedding?
It's so funny.
Well, a little bit. Bridesmaids dresses, a little bit more, some more clarity.
Yeah.
I feel like we're bopping around a little bit for what we want for bridesmaids dresses. I say we because you and me are a unit.
I am the bride.
But it's coming together slowly but surely. So it's really exciting.
I will say I love planning a wedding that's not my own.
Yeah,
like I
that's
did
good.
not enjoy wedding planning when it was my own wedding, but I'm really enjoying wedding planning when it's someone else's wedding. I'm like, oh, I could be like a party planner. Like, this is fun. But I like when I was doing it, I was like, I could never be a party planner. This is the worst. I hate.
I know. It makes it so much easier when I do it with you. Like when you come over and we're doing stuff together, I'm like, I love it. This is amazing. Or with like any of the other girls. But when I'm like by myself trying to do it, I'm like, this is a lot of work and it's stressful. And I find I I put it off like as long as possible for something that I have to do because I don't know why. I know. I don't know
had
what
the
it
same
is.
feeling.
I was avoiding it for a while, but now that it's got the ball rolling, I feel so much better. Like obviously at the beginning, like we're gonna get married in Italy, and then it's like, okay, where do you go from there? And so now it's like, okay, we have a venue, we have a photographer, like we have like other spots booked for other people, hopefully, and it's just all starting to come together. This big Italian puzzle shaped like a boot.
I will say too is sometimes it's difficult because like you can't do certain things until it gets closer to the date. So you know you have to like do specific things, but you're like, it's way too early to do those things. Mm-hmm. So that's what's frustrating too, because you're like, you see your to-do list, but you're like, I can't knock off some of these until like 6 months before or 4 months before.
Yeah, that is true. And also I feel very fortunate because we are getting married on a Tuesday, which is so random. So I feel like most people aren't getting married during the week. So I feel like we have an advantage for a lot of vendors because they're probably not booked during the week. Obviously, like I feel like Thursday to Sunday, they're going to be really booked. But I'm sorry, who's getting married on a Tuesday?
Well, you are.
I know I am. There's significance to our date, but otherwise...
Yes.
I would have been married on the weekend, but there was a date we wanted to do because it's really special to me. So I'm very fortunate for that because now every vendor's like, oh yeah, I'm definitely available on Tuesday, August 6th. I'm like, perfect.
That's amazing.
I was really excited too because Romina, when you came over, did you notice how I rearranged the living room?
Love it.
Yeah, so we had this old marble and glass table. So like the top of it is glass, it's a circle, and the bottom is like this beautiful like beige and gray marble. And I bought it back when I was living with one of my old roommates like 5-6 years ago, a while ago. And it's so heavy, but it's so beautiful, and it's just been under our stairs, and I kind of completely forgot it existed. And when we were bringing up the Christmas tree, it's also down where the Christmas tree is, and Matt was out that day and you were coming over, and I was just doing a bit of cleaning, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna bring up this table because I hate how boxy our coffee table was. It was like long and rectangular, which didn't fit the vibe with our new couch. So I hauled this friggin' 90-pound table like up into our living room. And guys, it looks so good.
It looks so much better. What did Matt say when he came home? Did he like it?
First, he was like teasing me a bit, and he was like, no, I like the other one better. And sometimes he's so sarcastic that I think he's being serious. And I was like, oh my God, like really? Like you like the other one better? I'm like, no, like
you lug this thing back down.
Yeah, you had to bring it back down. And then later on, I think it was the next day, he's like, by the way, I was joking, right? Like I actually love the coffee table. Like it looks so much better. And I'm like, oh my God, really? Like I wasn't sure if you were joking or not.
We gotta
like
preface before the wedding. Like he cannot make those types of jokes.
Yeah.
Like, hey, your dress was okay.
Literally. I guess I'll marry you. Like,
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Sometimes the sarcasm is a little too real, but no, he really likes it. And then we moved that coffee table, thanks to Vic's suggestion, we moved it downstairs where we have like our TV and like our gym area. So it's just under the TV. So it's kind of like a little unit there. Yeah. Exactly. A little console unit. Yeah. So I'm so happy with it. Just, it's nice to like revamp some places.
I love revamping.
Yeah.
You got to do it like once every like season. Just even switching up your decor, like moving things around is so
100%. It makes a big difference.
It does.
Yeah. Moving your plants around. That's what I've been doing lately. I find helps.
Yes.
Yeah.
So nice. You went to the Christmas market too. How was that?
Oh my gosh, guys. Landstone Christmas market has started. I would recommend going at night because I feel like it would have been a more magical experience with all of the lights. But it was so cute, like all the vendors in these like wooden little houses. I did feel like the vendors in previous years were better, and I'm not sure if they switch every week or how they decide on that, or if they're there just those vendors for the whole month of December. But I bought a beaver tail. There are some spots there where I think we're gonna get some gifts for some people, some like homemade like crafty gifts that people do. They had this really cute thing. What was it called? Instead of first responder, it kind of looked like a little paramedic ambulance, and it was called Thirst Responder. And it was like obviously like a little distillery. They were handing out booze and stuff. So that was really cute. And it was really nice that we brought Starks. We were walking around. It was super wholesome. Popped over to Sporting Life after. They had such a good sale. I got ski goggles for 40% off, Solomon ones. So they were like $150 for like $90.
So good.
These sick new ski goggles. I can't wait to wear them. I was wearing Matt's old hand-me-downs and like they're all like scratched up. Like I was telling him, I'm like, I couldn't really see in your goggles before. And like, I think he thought I was just being like a little bitch about it and like complaining. And then after this weekend, I was like, no, like I really couldn't see in your goggles. Like it was kind of dangerous. Like I needed new ones.
This is why I was falling.
Yeah, this is why I wasn't like a professional skier yet. It was because of these goggles. Yeah, we like went to Home Depot. We brought Stark. We just brought them around everywhere, which is nice.
So fun.
It was a wholesome little Sunday for us.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love Sundays.
Have you been to the Christmas market yet?
No, I'm planning on going like this weekend, I think.
Are you going to go in the day or at night?
I might.
Okay, yeah. I mean, at night it's like 4 p.m. You could go.
Yeah, literally. Right now. We could go right now.
I want to see like the tree lit up at Landstone too.
So pretty.
So pretty.
Man, Christmas markets are so fun. Like I went to the one in Toronto a few years ago. That one is so bougie. It's
I really
huge.
want to go to that one.
And there's one in Vancouver that we went to like years ago when we were there, like around December, and it was so cute because it's by the water.
Yeah.
Like just fun going to Christmas markets in different places.
I love Christmas, so man.
Me too.
Like, it's not even December yet, and
I feel like I've been in Christmas mode for like a full month already.
I know. I'm so happy with it. And
Yes.
I'm literally counting on the days, guys. Friday, I can open my Espresso advent calendar and I'll record what the gift is. Or maybe I shouldn't. I don't want to ruin it for people.
Maybe just take a little TikTok of like each day.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Gotta
Make a
do
little
it.
TikTok for it.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Okay, we're going to do that, guys. Go check out our TikToks. We've been posting some funny stuff.
Well, we just made 2 really funny TikToks, guys.
And we never post them on our main page because we want to kind of direct people to our TikTok. So
maybe we'll give you a little teaser though, because these 2 are really funny.
Yeah, they're really good. Oh my gosh. And I've just been crushing school, just going at it.
Yeah, you really have.
Yeah, so
I was texting you on Saturday afternoon and then you're just like, sorry, I haven't been on my phone. I've been like crushing work the last like 5 hours. I'm like, oh my God.
Literally.
I forgot you were literally grinding.
For me, every day is the same. So it's like the weekend. I'm like, is it the weekend? I don't know what day it is, but I did take Sunday to just like, I did a couple hours of work, but not like crazy like Saturday, just to like recuperate because I was like, I'm going to burn out. I just need to chill.
Please do not burn out.
Yeah.
We need you.
Okay, let's go into this. I'm sorry because this one has been on my mind for so long.
Okay.
And we're rewatching Gossip Girl right now.
Oh my
so
gosh.
I keep seeing this pop up, but I'm sorry, but Birkin bags, I find them to be just tacky and ugly. And I'm not even just saying that because I cannot afford one to save my life. And I don't think I'll ever be able to afford one. I just don't think they're cute. Like I'm not one to be like, oh my God, a Birkin. Like I feel like they look like Ardene's purses.
They look really plasticky.
They look like what I would get at like Claire's or.
Yeah, I don't love them either. Like I would way rather a Chanel, a Gucci, a Prada, Birkin. They look really stiff.
Yes.
They look really stiff and hard. Like I feel like if my house burned down, my Birkin would survive. Like what is it made out of? Why does it look like that? Indestructible.
I don't like that it has like a little key thing. I just, it's not my vibe.
It's not my vibe either.
I just feel like I wouldn't hold a massive purse like that either. I'm not a massive purse girl.
No.
I'm a tiny satchel, like crossbody bag.
Over the shoulder, a little crossbody. Yeah. That's
about it.
If you could buy one designer bag, what would it be?
Ooh. Probably just like a really classic Chanel. Like a black, like
same.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping I can find one in Italy that is affordable, and
I think you can.
Yeah. I think it will be my wedding gift. Or Matt's wedding gift to me.
Yeah. Well, if you're lucky, if Richard's listening. Hey, Richard.
Is there a Chanel advent calendar available?
Oh my God. Okay, let's go into some random stuff.
Yes.
Well, you need to talk to us about this dog thing that I saw.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so backstory to this, why this is so amazing to me and so important, is I always say to Stark, and like when Matt's around too, I think Stark is genuinely funny. Like I think he has a sense of humor, and sometimes I think he does stuff knowing that it will make me laugh or make us laugh. And Matt is always like, he's not funny. Like, he's a dog. Like, he doesn't tell jokes. Like, what do you mean? Like, he's so funny. And then he'll do something that will make Matt laugh. And I'll be like, oh, so do you think Stark's funny? Anyway.
Do you think I'm funny?
Like, this is a funny dog. Yeah. Anyway, so then I'm scrolling on Instagram and I'm getting these like facts dailies like popping up on my thing. And it says how dogs intentionally try to make humans laugh. They understand that laughter means play and that play is positive. So I was like, this justifies everything I've been saying for the last 3.5 years that Stark is intentionally funny.
Stark's a funny guy.
He's a funny guy. So like dogs do their best to make us laugh and they understand social cues well enough to recognize that laughing is a good thing. So if they do something and you laugh, they will like remember that and they'll continue to do those things because they know that it makes you laugh.
That makes sense. Because if you think about it, like, if you're saying no to a dog, we just made up the word no. Yeah. It's how you're saying no. Yeah. Like, like they know that that's like not a good thing or no. But if you said no in like a happy, like, no, like they would probably just continue to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it just depends on like the voice that you're using. Like they probably can tell like if something's good or bad, you know?
For sure. Yeah. And to that point too, like I find if he's like, not that he gets in like trouble, but if he does something where we're like, no, like you shouldn't have done that. Like, for example, today we went on a walk and he always like finds soccer balls or tennis balls. And there was a soccer ball at the baseball diamond where we walk and he completely like destroyed it, like destructed it, like ripped it apart. And I was like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, now we can't use this ball because you destroyed it. And then when we got back to the house, I told Matt and I was like, yeah, like Stark destroyed the soccer ball. I'm like, why'd you do that? And we were kind of both like, Stark, like, why'd you do that? And then his ears like flop back, like goes like behind his head. And he just like kind of like goes down, like he looks like all guilty. So I feel like he also understands that kind of language too.
Yes, 100%. Oh my God. Nova does that all the time too. Like when we walk her, she knows like there's this like kind of body of water by one of the parks we go to. And she always gets muddy when we go there and she like go in the water. And we always tell her like, no, but we know she loves water. So we're also kind of like, whatever. Yeah. Like this is just something that she likes and she's a dog. She's a dog. She wants to go in the water. Like, what are we supposed to do? But it was funny because we were with like some friends walking and then they were with their dog and they have a Samoyed. So like their dog cannot get wet because it's like, it's next level. Like it's like 2-hour process of like drying their dog and stuff. And she explained that to me and I'm like, oh my God, I'm just warning you. Like my dog is a water dog.
Yeah.
Like,
my dog is also a fish.
Yes. So we're walking and Nova just clearly goes towards the body of water. And then this other dog, Sammy's just standing there looking at us like, I know I shouldn't go. And then she's a really good girl. She didn't go towards the water, but then Nova's just like going towards the water. It stops, looks at us, and we're like, no. And she just puts like one foot into the water kind of thing. like back. I know you guys don't want me to, but I'm going to anyway. And then she kind of just like puts the other foot and just kind of lays down. And we're like, honestly, you know what you're doing. She knows what she's doing. But anyways, dogs are so smart.
Dogs are so smart. And it's so funny that you say about Nova because Stark is so the opposite. He will literally walk around puddles. Like he hates being wet for some reason. I think we didn't let him get wet enough as a puppy. So like if there's a puddle, which kind of works to our advantage sometimes, he will literally go the long way all the way around a puddle instead of walk through it.
Nova will go through it, sit and lie down in the puddle. Like full on.
Oh my gosh. Is that a husky thing?
I think it's like mixture. No, not all huskies I feel like water. I think it's also a border collie thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. Since she was a kid, a baby since I birthed her. Since she was a puppy, she's always loved water. Like I remember as a puppy, she would sit in her water bowl.
I remember the first time meeting her, she would just go and sit in her water bowl. She was so small that she fit into this tiny little bowl. Like, are you kidding me? Also, it's almost her birthday soon, no?
Yes, December 30th.
Oh my God.
She'll be 3, which is insane. Oh my God.
No.
Crazy. Like I'm like, she's a little baby. I keep telling people she's 1.5 years. And then Farza goes, she's 3. And I'm like, oh, right. Like,
yeah, I know. When I say it, I'm like, he's 3.5. I'm like, oh my God, so weird.
It's so weird.
Stay a little forever, please.
Oh my God. Okay. So another thing that happened this week was we went to Costco because we bought, you know how Costco has like these ridiculous return policies where you can like
return anything.
You can literally return anything without a receipt, without a box, without anything.
Yeah.
So we had bought a toaster oven from Costco literally 1 year and a bit ago. Okay. and one of the buttons just stopped working, and like it's the main button
It's the
of
on
like
button.
it's literally to turn it on. No, it's like the darkness to like control how dark the
Yeah.
toast gets. So it's on like max darkness, so we can't change it. We're like, okay, we have to return
Yeah.
this. There's literally nothing we can do. So we bring it to Costco, literally just like holding it, no receipt, no box. We literally just like plop it on, and the guy's like looking it up. He takes it, whatever. And in the entire time, I'm thinking, what happens to all of these like items that people are returning at Costco? Because like, for example, our item, like it's broken. Are they going to send it back to the manufacturer? They're not even selling this item anymore. So they just gave us like a cash card, and we had to buy the item from some other place.
Oh.
But I was like, what happens to like all this stuff that we're returning to Costco?
Did
Like,
you
where does
find
it-
out?
No. I was like, where does it go?
I feel like Richard will know the answer to
Honestly,
this.
we should look into. I'm gonna look into it, but I was just like, this is so strange.
And then do they give you the cash card for the amount that you bought it for?
Yes.
Okay.
Full amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they can use parts of it, the manufacturer, or maybe it just ends up in the dump. I've
heard so many stories of like people. One of like our old, we knew this family, and they like had a couch from Costco. They used the couch for like 4 or 5 years, and then they were like moving, so they returned the couch to Costco, got the full amount back. Instead of just
where
selling
do they draw the line? I wonder like what they would say no to. Like where
I
do
feel
they
like they
draw
don't
the
say
line?
no. Like if
Didn't something with wasn't there a story with a bicycle too?
my Farzad's mom bought his sister a bicycle. Never, like I think used it like twice or something. Like 8 years ago, she brought it back, and she's like, "Yeah, like we just don't need this," and they literally took it back.
Oh my god! I feel like I don't know if I could return that at that point. I would be
I
like
know.
too embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
She didn't even remember when she bought it, which is the funny thing. She's like, I remember I bought this from here, but like I don't even know when it was. The guy's like looking her up.
Like what is like? I feel like they're just behind their computer. Like there's a blank screen and they're just touching keys and they're like, yeah, it's fine. $300. Here,
Yeah,
cash
like,
card.
Bicycle from 2002. Yeah, for sure. Like, leave it over there.
I love Costco.
So great.
They haven't sold the Kirkland sets in a long time, eh?
I feel like they're gone.
Snooze, you lose, y'all.
I wish I bought like 5 of them. They're
I
like
know.
the best.
I have the black set and then I have just gray bottoms and that's it. I
both
have a white.
sets.
I have a white sweater because Anita got me a white sweater for my birthday last year.
Cute.
Shout out to Anita.
So cute.
Have you been seeing this butter candle going around?
It makes me gross out. I don't like it.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't make it for you last night. Because I was like, I showed Matt, I'm like, should I do this tonight? Matt's like, this seems so unnecessary. And I was like, yeah, I'm just going to make a charcuterie board.
Let me just make a butter candle. Okay, explain how would you even make it?
Okay, it's so extra. So you literally have to like melt all this butter. And then if you want to put any other herbs or whatever you want to put into your butter, you have to melt it into like a container. And then you have to like put it in the fridge and have it freeze. You also have to put a wick in it. And then you have to like take it out of the container. So it has to be something that's like peelable.
Okay.
You have to peel it out and then you put it in the middle of your baguette. Well, you have to cut the middle of your baguette and then you put it in, then you light it and then you use it.
Jesus Christ. If
Seems
you
like
had
a
made
lot.
this, I would have been like,
I know. I was like, for the story for the pod. And I was like, nah, I'm just going to
you're
get
like
some
out
cheese.
there buying wicks.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, where am I going to get a fucking wick right now? No thanks.
Oh my God. That is so funny.
It's pretty extra.
Okay. Speaking of food, there's this like trick that I've known for a while now, and I completely forgot to talk about it on the pod, that Hannah actually sent me a TikTok. You know, sometimes you hard boil an egg and then you go to peel it and it's like impossible to peel.
What's up with that?
Oh my God. So there's this little filament, like think of like the egg, and then there's like almost like a white,
That little
like
layer,
that
paper
little,
layer
that little
almost.
paper layer. And that's what sometimes causes you to like have issues with peeling the egg, especially if they're like farm eggs. That's even harder.
Okay.
So what you do is right before you boil your eggs, you just take a spoon and on the back of the egg, you just tap it very lightly until you hear like a sound. Not like you crack the egg, but I'll post the TikTok. It's like very distinct. It almost sounds like tearing.
Okay.
And so that filament breaks, and then you boil your egg, and literally it's game changing. Like,
So you tap it before you boil it.
Before you boil
that
it.
sounds so risky.
yes, but it works. It's just very, very light, very, very light. If for some reason you forget to do that and you boil your eggs and you're like about to peel them and you're like, oh shoot, you can also do it. It just works less, like it's not as good, but it's still
Yeah.
better than not doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I also heard too, like you want to make sure you just run it under cold water for a while. And
Yes.
that helps too. I boil eggs a lot and I feel like one in every like 6 eggs I struggle so much to peel it, and I get so frustrated, and then it ends up all like coming apart, and it's just like the middle yolk of it, and I'm like, well, this is a Stark egg now. Like, I'm not eating this shit.
Literally the Stark. I always say like no egg. Like,
yeah, here you go. You're welcome. I've told you the trick though about making a poached egg too, right?
Yes. Yeah. In the microwave.
I do that all the time.
It's so good.
So hype.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard it before, it's a cup of water, a tablespoon of vinegar, and then you drop your egg in it, like you crack it open, put it in the cup, and then you microwave it for like a minute, 16 seconds, and then you have like a perfectly poached egg. And it doesn't taste like vinegar. Like it's perfect. Such a good hack.
So good.
Because who doesn't love a poached egg? But they're such a hassle.
Have you ever made your own hollandaise? That's something I've never attempted.
Oh my God, no.
I feel like that's like next level.
Richard makes really good hollandaise.
I feel like it takes a lot of technique because it could break.
Yeah.
Really
I've never even attempted.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know where to begin with eggs, but that's all I know.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Last thing, actually, this was probably should have been in life updates, but whatever. We switched to Bell recently, our internet, because they recently ran like fiber optic cables in our neighborhood.
Yeah, they did in ours too.
Yeah. So it's like so much faster. So we got Bell, and like the Bell guy came on the weekend to like set it up. And I always find it so funny when people are coming into our house to like do something, because like the podcast equipment is just here.
Yeah, right. They're like, what the heck?
So you could see that the guy was just like staring
like
at the.
It was set up
like this.
Okay.
So he was just like looking at the podcast stuff, and it's just like literally 2 chairs, like 2 microphones. We have a light. We have a ring light. Like you could tell he was trying to like piece together like which one of us is doing this, first of all, and second of all, is it just us 2 talking? Like what's going on? Like he was just like, you could tell. And then after like some time, like I offered him a coffee, and maybe that like he felt like we were friends. And
oh, you left her. I gave him a coffee.
So then he was like, oh, like he was talking to Paris. He goes, so like, I saw you guys have a bunch of AV equipment and like microphones and things. Like, do you mind me asking, like, what do you guys do? Like, who's using this stuff?
Yeah.
And then he goes, oh yeah, my wife has a podcast, blah, blah. Turns out this guy's like a videographer, and he like does video editing.
Okay.
And he was really trying to sell him on like, if you guys need a video editor, blah, blah. I wonder if he'll listen to this though. He's so funny.
My God. What's his name? Do you know?
I honestly have no idea. He
guy.
definitely told us, but I don't remember.
So
and anyway, so he gave him Farzad his business card and was like, I didn't have the heart to be like, our best friend's a videographer.
Yeah.
We don't need your help. But
my co-host husband is a videographer.
Literally.
So we're good.
We're good. But anyway, I thought that was so funny.
I find it so funny when like just random people come into your home like that too. And you're just like, oh, welcome in. Here you are into my home. It's so nice of you to offer him a coffee. I don't think I've ever done that to a stranger that comes into my home.
I was like, it was early. It was Sunday morning. I was like, buddy, it looks like he could use a coffee.
And didn't he like go and like at Farzad's workshop too?
Yeah. And then he goes, oh, like Farzad had like, this guy had like a really cool toolbox. And Farzad's like, oh, I love your toolbox. I don't know. This guy became our friend. He was like, yeah. Oh my God, do you want the toolbox? He like offered him the toolbox. He goes, no, like it's okay. And then he goes, yeah, I only asked because like I'm a woodworker myself. And then anyway, he came and took a tour of like Farzad's workshop. It was a whole thing, but
he's adopted now.
He's literally adopted. Okay, let's talk about Squid Games, because
oh my God,
so much has happened.
You've been telling me to watch it for a little while now, and Matt and I literally crushed it this weekend.
I just knew you guys were gonna love it, so I was like, hurry up and start it, because
I'm so grateful for you. My reviews by Ro, recommendations by Ro. I'm so blessed.
I think at the end of the year, I'm gonna post like all of the stuff we've talked about, because I've been keeping track of everything.
You really should.
Yeah, an end of the year thing.
Yes, end of the year review by Ro.
But anyway, so Squid Games, if you haven't watched the original Squid Games, definitely go watch it. It was like a Korean show. It was really...
It was last year?
Last year.
Yeah.
And now they made kind of like a reality challenge spin-off show, which probably has the largest cash prize of any show.
Holy shit.
$4.56 million.
Netflix be caking, man. Yeah. Like that's also the production for this. It looks insane.
I was like, is this where they filmed them?
I know. I was wondering it too. I'm like, did they just literally take the entire set and just bring it to California.
Probably would have made sense.
Because it looks the exact same.
The exact same.
So there's a little over 400 people.
Yes. So 456 people for $4.56 million.
Wow.
And they start off by doing like the red light. If you don't want any spoilers, maybe skip this little part. We're going to probably talk about it for a little bit. But they did this red light, green light game, which was in the first episode of Squid Games. Mm-hmm. And you know what's funny is I was like, how are they going to show people dying? Yeah. Because like, I don't know. That's like the main part is like people are dying. Everyone has like kind of like an ink blot thing attached to them. And if you die, it literally explodes and they tell you to kind of act like you died.
Yeah. Everyone is acting like they died after that. Yeah. I feel like I would be really good with the red light, green light. Some people's strategies I found were so silly.
I feel like you have to move to the side, like shuffle, because when, me and Faza were literally trying it out.
You're so funny.
Because we're like, okay, what is the strategy for this? And what we found was if you walk normally, the chance of you going to take a step and then having to kind of stop midway through is high. Yeah. But if you're shuffling to the side, then it's easy for you to just stop shuffling.
Spoiler if you haven't watched it yet, but I was so annoyed at the girl that was squatting and was like, I'll do anything for this. Like, I know it hurts, but I'm just going to stay like this. I have to win. And then 2 seconds later, she's like, oh, this is too hard. It hurts. I give up. And then she sat down. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yes. We were trying to figure out how long the pauses are because the whole thing, I think, was 10 minutes. Yeah. So, but then we were like, there's no way that the pauses are that long because the whole thing is 10 minutes.
No more than 30 seconds, I would say.
Come
if
on,
you
girl.
Can't squat for 30 seconds, you don't deserve $4.5 million. I'm sorry.
Period.
No, absolutely not. That one was really fun. What came after that? Next was the cookie.
Yes.
So they had to take a cookie out of its shape. There was a circle, a triangle, a star, and an umbrella using the needle. It was kind of gross.
Yeah, that was disgusting. But the guy who had to okay, so pretty much what happens is 4 people from 4 different lines come into this room and there's 4 shapes and they had to all agree on what shape they were going to get. Otherwise, they're all eliminated in the 3 minutes that they had. And this guy comes in, he's crying in the line. It's like, buddy, you're definitely going to lose.
So annoying.
He was
crying and then he comes in, he's like, okay, listen to me, and then got all serious, and then he kept acting like he was going to throw up, which was so disgusting. And then like his cookie had I'm gonna gag thinking of it. His cookie had so much saliva and so much spit in the tin.
I had to fast forward through some of these scenes because I was literally gagging at I can't with the spit, and even like the episodes of Love Island games where they had to like spit in each other. I just like I couldn't.
That was an ick for me. That episode I had to fast forward it.
I can't think of it. It was disgusting. But I promise you, after that, there's no more gross. Games. Like there's some,
and there were some plot twists. Like I won't say what. I don't want to get too many spoilers, but they also just like at first it's like, oh, they're just gonna do everything the same as Squid Game, so it's kind of really predictable. But they definitely throw some spins in there that you would not expect at all. I'm honestly, Matt and I are wondering like if these are real people or if some of them are paid actors though, because some of them are just fine. They're like
432 or whatever. That guy,
the guy that dropped out of college.
Yes. Yeah. He was like too much.
He was a lot. And then,
but a lot of them were like just ordinary looking people, so that made me feel like they're just ordinary people. Like there wasn't very many good looking people.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, do you think they paid like there's 400 average looking people that are good actors? Like I feel like there's not.
No. But it's kind of what would be your strategy if you were going to go on the show? Because there's definitely a couple of different strategies. I definitely would try to lay low,
but be really likable.
Yes.
The time when the last episode we watched, when they asked for like 5 volunteers to go up and pick a box, I said, like, I was talking about it, I'm like, you know what, if I was there right now, I would go and I would pick a box.
Really?
And I said, you know what, I feel like this is going to be a treat moment. Obviously it was like kind of a treat, kind of not a treat. It was risky, but I was like, fuck it, I feel like maybe this could be something good. And then the box that I picked, I would have been able to choose somebody to eliminate.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I feel like, I don't know, sometimes, because like, look, that one person like went up and then he still got eliminated, or then people that didn't go up, they got eliminated. Yes. So I feel like whatever you do is risky, but it would have been nice to have like a bit of power in a situation.
It's just crazy too, because similar to Love Island games, where at the end they were playing that thing where the tossing and they had to eliminate someone. What was it called? What's that cornhole thing? So what happened was first one person threw their little hacky sack thing at the cornhole thing, and then eliminated someone, like nominated someone to eliminate, and everyone just kind of followed the pack.
Yeah.
Similar to that episode where they had to nominate someone to eliminate. I feel like as soon as one person nominates someone, everyone just kind of followed the group because they didn't want to target themselves.
Yeah, a lot of sheep, like, honestly.
Groupthink, like.
Yeah, I would be so down to be on this kind of show.
Me too.
I think it would have been really fun.
The food is so funny. That guy who like
Lorenzo, yes. I hate him. I'm so glad he's gone.
What is up with this scene? He's like holding what he's wearing, but his little purse was so cute with the little flowers coming out. I was like, how do I get that purse?
But I'm like, this is so random. And when he stole all the food and then he was eating everyone's extra food, and then no one like really put him on blast for that. Like they were kind of talking about it, but then no one called him out. Because in my head I was thinking, didn't they make just enough food for everyone? So wouldn't have someone gone without food, and wouldn't that have been a really big deal?
That's what I thought. But it seemed like they had extra food. I feel like then just take 2.
Yeah, like I guess then why not take 2?
Yeah.
But then he took everyone else's. I'm like, this guy took like 5 portions.
They don't get to see daylight.
Yeah, I think that will really fuck with your head, like mentally. Also, like there's no fresh air. So
no fresh air. You literally don't have any stuff. Like the girls don't have makeup. They have nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
You have one toothbrush that looks like the same as everyone else's.
The bathrooms look co-ed.
They are co-ed. And you have bunk beds. So literally after a few days, I would feel like I would start to lose it. But you just have to be like, okay, I'm trying to get $4 million. Let's like... Or to get famous. So hi, like we're the podcast. Hello.
I know. Where was the casting call for that?
Yeah,
like, I would have been super down. So they're on episode, I think, are 5 or 6 out right now.
I think 5.
5. Some more are dropping this week.
Yes, definitely, guys, go watch it because you'll be addicted and watch all of it in like a sitting. I wonder
what it will come down to in the end, because obviously it's not going to be actually like Squid Games or was like battle of the death with like knives. Yes. So I'm wondering what it will be at the very end.
I have no idea.
Because I'm assuming it will probably come down to 1v1.
I think they're going to bring back everyone that got eliminated and somehow incorporate them.
Oh, you know what else I was thinking? I was like, I wonder if someone is in on it, kind of like in Squid Games, like the old guy. At first I thought, oh, maybe it was the old doctor guy, but then he got eliminated.
I was so sad.
So sad. He was so cute. But I'm like, I wonder if there's someone that is also like a spy that is not actually a real contestant as well.
Oh my God.
Right?
I don't know. The mother and the son duo, I'm surprised they aren't gone yet.
I know. This sounds kind of annoying.
They are really annoying.
Like, yeah.
I don't like them.
It was so funny when Lorenzo went up to her and she's like, are you 302 or 302? I'm not sure. And she's like, well, they're both the same number. But
I love that. I'm not going to lie. I was like, Lorenzo.
That was so funny.
Pat on the back for that. That was so funny.
Yeah, I'm loving TV these days, you guys. Wait, when does Summer House start? And when does Vanderpump start? It must be soon.
Probably soon.
Right?
100%.
It has to be really, really, really soon. I'm so excited.
Me too. Like, give me all the shows. And then Christmas movies. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh my gosh. I love 2 Christmas movies a lot. I love Love Actually.
Oh, so good.
So good. And then I love National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh, so classic.
Yeah. What about you?
I love The Holiday.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's so cute.
Oh, that's a really good one. How it all just pieces together.
So cute.
It's kind of similar to Love Actually.
It is.
Yeah. They're all
very
pieced
similar.
Together. Yeah, those are both really good ones.
Love it.
Did I tell you? I think I told you Matt and I's Christmas tradition. We watch episodes of Friends. This year it's going to be so emotional.
I can't. I feel like I will just bawl.
Yeah, we're going to pick like our favorite Chandler moments probably. Usually we just pick our favorite overalls. I think will be a Chandler themed year, and we'll probably pick all of our favorite Matthew Perry episodes. There's so many. Like honestly, most of my favorite episodes are because of him. Like he has so many good one-liners and just
so funny.
Such a funny dude.
Oh, so sad.
So sad. Okay, let's jump into some tabloid talk because there's a weird duo out right now.
Oh my God. Okay, so I was on TikTok and then I saw.
You were on TikTok?
Oh my God,
so
what is that? And there's a video of Tommy Fury in Dubai at a club with Chris Brown, and he's hammered. And he brought out an ick that I didn't even think I had, which was like him trying to dance. First of all, it's so funny when someone like Chris Brown, who's like obviously has a lot of rhythm and knows what he's doing. He's a dancer. Besides someone who clearly isn't trying to like do his moves, it was just, oh my God, such an ick. And then there's all these videos of him like with girls.
No, his baby's at home. No,
literally Molly's at home with the baby. And all the comments were like tagging Molly. I just feel so bad for her.
Oh no.
Because she definitely saw. There's one video and it literally shows Tommy and this girl like grabs his face and is like just like this weird thing, kind of like they were, I don't know, like it was like a very flirty move, and then he like kind of grabs her hand. It was really weird.
Bro, if my baby daddy was out doing that, I would not be okay. He would not be okay.
And he really looks hammered in the video. Like he looks really drunk. It's just so awkward because if I was a celebrity and I knew, and everyone's taking videos of him, like you can see like in the crowd, everyone just has their phones out. It's just, you have to be a little bit more cautious. Like you're in the public eye, which sucks.
Yeah, I feel like you can't actually really party when you're famous because there's always people watching. Like, or like you'd have to throw parties at your house, like phones at the door, but you can't just go to a club and get hammered and dance and have fun because
people are going to be watching.
Yeah.
So sad.
And even if you're not doing anything wrong, I feel like people could still manipulate videos in a way that would make it look like you are. I mean, clearly it looked like he was definitely doing something wrong. Nothing was edited, but
it just gave me the ick.
Mega ick. And we loved them.
Well, I love her. I love him. So it's just sad. I feel like she's the type of person. She's very open on her YouTube, very open about a bunch of stuff. I feel like she'll address it or like say something. Yeah, because everyone now is like she posted some pictures on Instagram and all the comments are like, but what about Tommy? What about Dubai? Speak about Dubai.
Like, oh my God. If I was famous, I would pull an Alex Cooper and turn off my comments on my IG. Like, why do I need random strangers commenting on my shit?
Dude, some of the comments we get on ours, I'm like, stop.
Oh my God, I know. Even we get like haters and trolls sometimes. I couldn't imagine having like 50 million followers and then getting all of that.
Yes.
Like, do their Kardashians put their comments on?
Yeah.
They must not read them.
They definitely don't.
Right?
They get so many.
Also, I feel like your phone would like break from all of the notifications and activity like coming through. Like it must just be nonstop. Like if you went on Instagram, there would always be something. There must be a way for them to block all that shit.
I think there's a way so that they only get like notifications about comments and likes of people they follow, not just like everybody.
Sense. Yeah,
because that would be they'd be like 2 million like likes. I'd be like, oh my God,
that's crazy.
It was nuts.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens. I bet you by next week there'll be another update for that.
Yeah. And did you watch the Alex Cooper Jack Harlow episode?
I haven't been listening to Call Her Daddy lately. I haven't been listening to like Giggly Squad. I honestly feel like I've been really busy, and then my extra time, it sounds so bad, I've been watching TV.
Yeah.
And like when I go for walks with Stark right after work, and I'm so overstimulated after work that all I want is silence. And I feel like that was in the summer. Like my pod time was my walk time because I could walk whenever and I wasn't like overstimulated from screaming children all the time. So
honestly, that's fair.
I haven't been listening to pods that much lately. I'm so behind on Giggly Squad. But tell me, give me the cliff notes.
Okay, so I will say, like the entire time I was watching it, I feel like sometimes Alex has to obviously flirt it up with the guests, especially if they're males. But it felt a little bit extra this time. She was like really flirting and really turned it on. And I don't know if he's
not that hot.
I don't think he's good looking.
No.
I think like his vibe is cute. Like he has like a cool demeanor, but his actual face, I'm like, and he has like a mullet right now.
Yeah.
Why are mullets in now?
I really hope that's not going to be a thing.
Can that be out? Because it does not look good.
I just don't like any
it.
Mullets in my life.
No. Anyway, I was a little cringy at times. I'm not going to lie. But yeah. Like it was just very heavy flirting back and forth, and it made me feel uncomfy. It's almost like you were watching your friend who's like married,
doing something bad.
Like
was he flirting back?
Yeah, he was flirting, and then she was kind of like flirting.
I need to watch. Yeah. I'm gonna watch it. You know what I'll do is instead of putting on like reality TV show while I'm like cleaning or doing something this weekend or baking, I'll put on the pod because I can cast it from my phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the body language you'll see.
Oh my God. Did she ask him any like sexual questions?
A lot of sexual questions. And I feel like most of it was sexual.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I wonder who our next guest is going to be too. Apparently it's going to be a spicy one.
Oh my God.
I feel like she's had a lot of male guests this year.
So many.
Yeah.
So many. I was actually watching, so Hailey Bieber has like a YouTube channel and sometimes she has like cool guests on, and she had Tiffany Haddish on. And I like know Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah. I'm like, who is that?
So she's a singer, she's an actress, she's a comedian. She does a lot of different things. Yeah. And I knew about her and stuff, but I didn't know her like life story. But apparently she grew up literally in a foster care home and didn't know how to read or write until she was like 16, 17.
Oh my
like
God.
Literally did not know how to read.
That's so sad.
Which is insane. And obviously like blew up, and she learned how to like read and write and all this stuff and started acting and all this stuff. But she started a nonprofit organization called She's Ready. And what it is she talks about this a lot, where when she was moving from foster care home to foster care home, she put all her stuff in like a trash bag. And it sounds stupid, but like she's like, honestly, just like having this trash bag made me feel like a poor person, made me feel like trash, because it's like I didn't even have anywhere to put my stuff. So she's like, we're providing people who are in foster care with suitcases, and that might not seem like a big thing, but she's like, honestly, just like these kids need somewhere to put their stuff,
and they're expensive,
and suitcases are expensive. And obviously she's doing more than that, but that's how it kind of got started. Was the suitcase thing. And now she's doing like after school programs and teaching kids how to read and write who are in these foster care homes. And I think it's just so amazing. Like she's doing so much to give back to like her community now.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
It's so good.
I didn't even think of that. And when you say that, all it made me think about was Jersey Shore. And who was the one that rolled up with trash bags?
Oh my God. It was like, what's her freaking name?
Dina?
Yes, Dina. Dina.
Like, who rolls up onto the Jersey Shore on TV? Like, go buy some suitcases.
Bro.
Put it on your credit card. Go into overdraft. Like, buy some suitcases.
Honestly,
for that situation.
Yes.
Wow.
Trash bags to get your stuff places, just not. No.
Not it.
No. Like,
aw.
So,
no, I'm glad when people that have money like give back like that and they make a difference. Like
especially when it's like personal like that. Like she knows that that's such a internal thing that most of us would not even think of.
I wouldn't have thought of that.
Exactly.
I feel like I've just always had a suitcase.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So nice. So cute.
Okay, I have a quick, we only have one red flag, but I just want to address it because I feel like it's a big one.
I feel like we've talked about this before.
Have we?
Oh, not maybe not this specific thing.
Okay, I think it's a red flag if you have a pet snake. Or like a pet tarantula.
If you have anything where if it escapes, there's a danger.
Yeah.
Like even some birds. I'm like,
oh my God, speaking of birds in my neighborhood right now, there are signs up for a lost bird.
No.
Sorry. I'm like, that bird is gone.
That bird is...
She spread her wings and she flew.
You're not going to try to find a bird.
They're trying to find a bird. And I wish them luck. I wish you well.
That's like if you're
my pet squirrel.
No, yeah. Your pet ant escaped.
Like, I think they're gone.
My God.
But yeah.
How would you even catch? Like, if you're like,
how do you approach? How do you approach?
How do you even do that? Like, call them to be like, hey,
I don't
found
know,
your bird.
So random.
Oh my God, no.
So yeah, there's a bird gone. But if you have a pet snake, and you know who has a pet snake that I was really surprised? Ayal from Love Island. You like posted a picture on Instagram. I follow him now.
No way.
He posted a picture with his snake, and I was like, that's weird.
No.
Right?
That's so weird.
Or
and like, where do you put it? Like
if I have a pet, I want to be able to like cuddle it, pet it. Like, I don't want it to be able to strangle me, kill me. No. I don't want to have to feed my pet other pets.
No, if it's in a tank and it's not a fish, I don't want it.
No, that's a red flag.
That's all right. That's like an ick, a red flag.
Even if it's like a cute baby little snake. No.
I remember I really wanted these baby turtles when I was a kid.
Me too.
Dude. Okay, but they were like illegal.
God.
So okay. I don't know all about this because my dad tried really hard to get me a pet baby turtle. You could only get big turtles for some reason. The baby ones, for some reason, Ontario had like a ban against them. Like, you couldn't have them as kids.
Yeah, and they're only cute when they're babies.
Only Quebec had like a different law. So you could technically go to Quebec, buy it, and then
bring it. And,
like smuggle it in.
Smuggle in a baby turtle.
But anyway, my dad was like, no, we're not doing that. Like, sorry.
I also really wanted a turtle growing up. And then I have this really traumatizing weird story.
You killed it.
No, I never got a turtle, which apparently are really unhygienic pets. Like they're really,
I could see it.
really germ ridden. But anyway, this girl I knew had a turtle. And I was so excited to like finally be able to like meet someone else's turtle. So I went over to her house for the first time. And I remember being like, oh my God, it's her turtle. And I was like, well, like, can I like touch it? She's like, yeah, like for sure. And I'm like touching the turtle. And I'm like, it feels like really like squishy and weird. Like what's going on with your turtle? Like I thought the shells are supposed to be hard. Like, I don't know, just it feels weird. And then she like touches her turtle and then she starts bawling. She's like, he's dead. My turtle is dead. And I was like, oh my God, I will never forget like the way like I don't know what happened to the shell or why it got like so soft, but it was fucking dead. And I was like, I don't want a turtle anymore.
This literally reminds me of a story. We were just in Brazil. I didn't even tell you this story. And we're walking along the beach and we see like this crowd of people just like all like surrounding this thing. And we're like, what is that? So we start getting closer and I'm like, oh my God, it's like a big turtle. Like it literally looked like those massive turtles, like the big ones, like from Finding Nemo, like that massive turtle. And I'm like, oh my God, like I like pull out my phone to start taking a video of it. And then we get closer and we're walking closer and we realize like this turtle is completely dead. And it's like gushing blood out of its mouth. And I'm like literally taking a video. I had to delete it because I was almost going to yak. I'm taking a video and I'm like, oh my God. And we're like getting close. And Farzad literally takes my phone and he goes, yeah, you don't want to videotape this. And I'm like, what? And I look and it's like, this turtle's dead. We didn't know what to do. Everyone was kind of just looking around like, who do we call to like remove this thing? It was so bad. I don't know how it died.
Oh
but
my
it
God.
was so
Why
traumatic.
do we both have traumatic turtle stories? We're literally so bonded in so many ways, even with our traumatic dead turtle stories. That's freaking weird, dude. Oh my God.
So I don't know what happened in the turtle. It looked like it choked. Like it literally was like it was so disgusting. But anyway,
what about a turtle as a pet as an adult? Like let's say you were single and you're dating a guy and you went over to his house and he had a pet turtle.
No.
I think that'd be weird now for some reason. Unless it's a dog, I don't want it. I'll take a cat maybe. Dog, cat. Like I don't want a bunny.
No.
I don't want a guinea pig.
No.
I
don't want a bird. If you're making signs about your bird being lost, like goodbye. No. If I get to your house and you have any other pet other than a dog and a cat and maybe like a fish, but even then I'm like,
you like fish. Even then I'm like, I don't want fish. Fish tanks are nasty.
I can't imagine
eating a salmon and you're looking at a fish. I'd be like, I'm eating your cousin. Like that's kind of fucked up.
I can imagine a guy cleaning a fish tank. Kind of gives me the ick now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, okay, maybe not.
Maybe not.
He's like, you want some sushi?
That would be really fucked. That'd be like feeding your like cow beef. Like, you can't do that.
No,
you can't do that.
No.
Okay, should we end with a little BMK?
Love it. Let's do it.
Okay, what do I want to do? Okay, let's do some coffees because I feel like we're going to be drinking a lot of coffee when we go to Italy. So bang, marry, kill. If you had to choose between an iced coffee, a cappuccino, or espresso.
Okay.
What would you choose?
I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just a sucker for a good cappuccino. So whether it's cold or hot outside, like give me a cappuccino and I'm gonna be so happy.
You're a frothy gal.
I love froth.
Okay.
So I'm gonna marry cappuccino. I'll bang iced coffee because I just love a nice coffee. And I'll kill the espresso because espresso, if it's not perfect, there's like a fine line between like a really good espresso and then disgusting.
Yeah.
So like
true.
Like you really
like
have
sludge.
to be like you have to be in that perfect zone, otherwise it's bitter and gross.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I'm similar but different. I would definitely marry iced coffee. I love being able to like chug whatever I'm having. And if it's a hot beverage, it's not as easy to do. Like there's like a sweet spot with a hot beverage, whereas iced coffee, it's like suck that stuff back, no problem. And then I would bang a cappuccino because delicious. And then I agree, an espresso. And I'm so glad you said espresso, not espresso.
Ick.
That's a red flag. If you say espresso
and you're not my mom who wasn't from here. My mama says espresso and I'm like, you're so cute.
Oh no, that's adorable. Free was allowed. But if you were born, like if you knew, no, you can't say espresso. There's no X in espresso.
No.
But yeah, I would probably have to kill it because I just feel like
I can't wait to be in Italy, like sitting on a cobblestone road, like just sitting on like a patio chair, drinking an espresso
Yeah.
or a cappuccino.
We're not gonna
with
get
a
iced coffee
croissant.
though. Getting ice in Italy is like asking for like drugs. Like you can't get ice.
Oh,
You can't get ice in Italy.
well, we're gonna get a cappuccino.
lot of hot coffees in the middle of August, baby. We should Botox our armpits.
Honestly,
No, I'm honestly very lucky that I'm not a big sweater, but I feel like I'm still gonna sweat in Italy because it's gonna be that hot.
yep.
Yeah, that's okay though.
Also, I asked my Botox girl about the whole Barbie Botox,
Yeah.
and she was like,
I think that's gimmick.
yeah, she was like, you would have to do it so much for it to show the results. And she was like, just work out. She's like, don't.
Just fucking lift something heavy and put it back
she was
down.
like, I'm not giving you that. Cause I was just like, wait, I just want to like ask about this. And she was like, no, absolutely not.
No, I would
So,
never.
Just a FYI, guys, don't get that.
Don't get that.
Don't get the
That's
Barbie
so silly.
Barbie Botox. It's not good.
Okay, guys, that was a fun time.
So
I feel lighter.
Yes,
Needed that.
me too.
And next week we'll return with our guests, our mystery guests. We're just
Mystery.
making you want them more because
They better show up. No, I'm kidding.
yeah, you better show up. Okay,
You're listening. No, I'm
If you're
kidding.
listening, love you, but show up. Okay, we'll see you guys next week.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.